Good evening. The time is 10:35 p.m. The date today is Sunday, the 10th of January 2021. My name is Kojo. If you're born on a Sunday, female, Akosua male, Kwesi. Soul's characteristics: born leader, guide, and protector. I prayed to God a while back, not very long ago, but a while back. And in my prayer, long story short, I basically said to God, I believe in you. I really do. And I believe that those who believe in you should see success and should taste success and should have success. And this is how those people can then testify to your glory. So others will follow suit. But maybe my assumption of success is different from yours. So, God, this is my prayer to you. Let me taste the success that you are willing to give, so I can testify to the success that you have given me, so others will follow suit. And I said, God, if the success written in the dictionary is not your success, or is not the path on which you have put my success, then show me your success and the path to your success. But God, if I don't hit a success that is different from the success in the dictionary, that means there's only one success, the one in the dictionary. And if I do not hit that, then how do I testify to your glory? I can't. And if I don't hit success, and if I hit failure, whilst I'm believing and praising and doing what I have to do right by you, to hit success, and yet I don't hit success, then God, those who don't believe in you will have more reason not to believe in you. And those who hate you yet believe in you will stand on this to say, look at him. He followed you, he followed God, and look at his end. He didn't see any other type of success, and he didn't see this success neither. Meaning, following God, or following the God he follows, you will end up as nothing. And you will end up in shame. That's what the enemy will say. And I said, God, because I am loudly proclaiming that I believe in you, it means that shame affects you. Because it befell on me, because my enemies will say, because you failed to act even though I was faithful. So God, I'm putting it in your hands. I'm going to proclaim loud from today, I said. Anyone ask me, I believe in Yahweh. I believe in the one supreme God, Onyankopon. And they say, listen, why don't you come and do this to get some money? I'll say, no, I'm doing what Onyankopon told me to do. And he said, I will get more than money. So I'm sticking to that. But he said, I will get more than money, meaning I will get money and plus. So you expect me to get more money and plus. Expect that. And I carry on. And then eventually I die. And then everything that I promised these people doesn't come true. God, it's a shame on you. You know, after I finished that prayer, listen very carefully to me. After I finished that prayer, amazing things happened. But that's all for another story. But I started seeing that my life was being put on a path that will stop shame from coming to me. And therefore shame attaching to God. But I came to one impasse. There was something I needed to do. I wasn't achieving the things I wanted to achieve in the environment I was in. In the environment I was in, at one stage, I had the dictionary success. I had it. So people knew me for, having things and being successful. And now that I was proclaiming and doing things the right way, I went down. But when I went down, I was telling people, don't worry, I'm going to come back up, but greater and bigger than I was before, because I'm doing things right now. I'm doing things the proper way. But get this, as the years went by, the promise I kept giving people was never fulfilling itself. But I knew that there was something that I had to do myself too, that I wasn't doing. And that was, I needed to change my environment. Because my environment was not going to help my success. That's one. But if I continued to stay there, it wasn't going to leave me in the middle ground. It was going to break me completely. And that will be me basically breaking down in front of my enemies for them to see and smile and laugh. This whole thing I'm telling you, it stands on this one point. You see, sometimes, the reason why many fail is because we are afraid. Listen, you find yourself, you're about to go homeless. Let me be honest with you. You're about to go homeless. 1. You're about to go hungry. 2. You've been struggling for a while. What that means is that, you see, in the environment you're in, you have no helpers. But because you have friends or people you consider to be friends and colleagues and associates, you have also built a reputation for respect. You want them to keep up giving you that respect. But you have noticed that as you're degrading, they are losing that respect. Nothing that comes out of your mouth is worthy for their ears anymore. Do you see what I mean? So you're breaking down in front of your enemies, and you can see they're your enemies because all of a sudden, you're not worth calling no more. They don't pick up your calls no more, and they never come around anymore. But they know you're breaking down. They can see. They hear. Oh, I saw your boy the other day, or I saw your girl the other day. Bro, she ain't looking too well, you know. Yeah, I know. You get me? But everyone's struggling, innit? Do you see what I mean? Listen, this is my advice for you.
With his mouth.
It's not beyond anyone to go homeless. That's not the fear.
It's 2 a.m.
But get this.
2 a.m.
If you don't bring shame to your God, your God will never bring shame to you. Listen, don't put it past that you could find yourself in a situation where you're going homeless. But if you have to go homeless, if when you were in a house, your community did not support you to keep that house, when you go homeless and you end up on the streets in that community, they're not going to support you to then come off the street and gain a house because they watched you lose a house. Meaning, they're now going to watch you degrade further and go crazy. This is the truth. You are much better off taking your last penny and getting on the train and going as far as you can and then finding a park bench in another city where you know nobody, where you've never been, where you most likely are least likely to know anybody, and sleep on a bench there. In the morning, if you can't find a job, yeah, write a sign, hang it on your chest, walk into every job that you know, listen, that you know you can do. Don't walk in there and ask them. Walk in there with the sign on your chest. That's you telling them, I'm desperate and I have no shame because I'm willing to work. Underneath that, you can then put, if you can't help me with a job, please, whilst I'm struggling looking for a job, I don't have a place to sleep and I don't have money for food. Whatever little you can give me, it will go a long way. It will go a long way. And then get this, whether they give you or not, if you notice that there's easy jobs that you can quickly get money off, that will get you something. Don't wait for them to give you a job. Go in and ask for a job. Do this and ask for a job. But every morning, come and clean their bins for them without them asking. I'm telling you, go and clean the front of their shop for them. Quickly. You went and asked for a job. And when they ask you why, you say, listen, you don't have to pay me. I'm looking for a job. I don't have a job. Yeah? And right now, my CV, this is part of my CV. I'm showing you I'm willing to work. Even if you say no, don't worry. Someone might see me doing it. It's not a crime, is it? But do all this in another city. Even if you have to sit on the floor of the sign around your neck, someone could say, you know what, I got farm. We do thingy picking. The bus will pick you up at this spot. You come, you do 6 hours, you get this much a day. Turn up 6 days a week. Turn up, do it. After 2 weeks, you got a place. You got money to get a place. Or even this person now trusts you and has found you a place. But the rent is cheaper.
Controlling advocates.
Because now you're comfortable and you got an address. After a while, because fruit picking is seasonal, you go and find a proper job which suits your character. You work it, you work it, you work it, you work it, you work it. By the time you're ready to go back to the community that rejected you, you could be going back, the owner of a business, to set up there, or you have set up here, or you're the manager and you're doing really good here, and you're just going to say hi to a few people. When you roll up, because they knew you hit the hard times and they knew you were going down, but you denied them the opportunity of verifying that. In fact, now some of them thought you were dead. Some of them thought you were dead. And then one day, you don't even have to stop to say hello. You could just drive your car through the neighborhood. And when someone stops you, say, oh, where you going? Say, oh, no, I just came from my man's place. Oh, some guy I used to know around. I just came to see him quick, so I'm on my way. But you didn't come to see no one. You just want them to spread the rumor. Leave 2 numbers with people. Next thing you know. But make sure it's not your main number. When you do that, always carry a side number. Next thing you know, yo, bro, I got this business going because they heard you were riding a nice car, but you probably rented it. They heard you're wearing a nice suit and you're not a manager, rare. But you are a manager, but that suit, you probably couldn't afford it. You probably rented it too. But that's how easy it is to fool your enemies. Just that one day, yeah, will break everything about them. Everything they thought about you will be broken. Their spirits, everything. But the problem is, people are afraid in every way, spiritually, mentally, physically, to relocate. And I'm not talking relocate about just moving houses, even friends. Somebody will stick with a stupid friend, and I'm not talking stupid as in stupid funny. I'm talking stupid as in evil stupid. Because they're afraid to go and make new friends. They're afraid to go and mix. But get this, if you don't bring shame, because get this, where is the shame in you turning up in the city that nobody knows you? Listen, that nobody knows you, and sleeping on the bench and begging for food in shops that nobody knows you, to staying in the town where people know you, where you have shown love to people, where they have shown you fake love back, where you probably have ex-girlfriends and friends, people who you thought were your friends, and this and that and that. And they when you were doing well, you and them were laughing, they were laughing, and now you know they were laughing at your expense. Now, even though you're praying to God for God to help you, if you let these people, because sometimes you have to go right down to the bottom. If you believe the Bible or not, it doesn't matter. But let's say it's a story, yeah? If you read the story of Job, he had to go right down to the bottom. To the point where his body had sores on it. And nobody will touch him to come back up. But when that time comes, when you have sores on you, don't let them see you in that state. Don't stick around because you're afraid to be elsewhere. Because if the help ain't coming from your current location, then that means it's elsewhere. And you see, the problem with me was I had been told where my help was coming from. And I had been told where my strength was. I had been told. And I knew that, you see me, if I didn't go back to Ghana, I can forget tasting Nyame's success. And I can carry on chasing the dictionary one. And I will end up in the middle. Sorry, I will end up below. I won't even end up getting dictionary success. Don't bring shame onto Nyame, and Nyame will make sure shame doesn't come onto you. I'm telling you, yeah. Nyami pointed out to me, yeah. You want to be successful. You want to have loads of money. You want me to give it to you. But I can't give you that which is not mine. God told me, He, God, cannot give me that which is not His. And I thought, what? Something that's not yours. And He said, He didn't create money. He gave us the right for everything. And someone chose to bring money, but it wasn't His will. But rather, what He gave us was what Ghanaians called a good day, what the English called gold, diamond, riches, wealth, this, that, natural wealth, natural resource. Yami told me that's what I gave. And if you want that, I'll give you that. I'll give you the original value of currency, which is still the weight of currency. But if it's money you want, then you're chasing the dictionary success. But if it's wealth you want, then you're chasing earth, water, wind, and fire. You're chasing life. Now I'll give you all that. And if they won't take the gold, then you can exchange it for money and get what you want from them. But believe you me, my son, when you have the natural wealth that I will give you, you ain't gonna want what they have. They're gonna want you to want what they have. They're going to do special marketing just for you to want what they have. They're going to ignore the rest of the world just so they can get your attention, my son. Because to get the world's attention, my son, they would like the world to see you endorsing what they have. So my son, if you're chasing money, then you can be like Puff Daddy. You will still want what they have, and they will sell it to you as well. But if you want wealth, if you want it all, so they'll give you. Katanka just wants you to take a picture to say that you have his car in your collection. Ferrari, they've had all the greatest, but they need you. Mercedes, they've seen it all, but they could really do. BMW, they've seen it all, but they could do with you. The Patterson Car Company of America, the first black owned, and the first multi-produced lined cars that were actually worthy of the road before the Ford company to be produced could even get a revival through this. My son, choose between riches and wealth. Choose between life and death. I said, my Lord, my God, my everything. It is life you have given me. And it is the understanding of life you have shown me. I choose life. I choose wealth. I choose everything over nothing. I haven't looked back since. See you soon.
Odu chabu wapai no brabasha wana suna klabu wabai insinya mesumpa na yerisumia bisa wunya na bisa wasu mudanya mesumpa na yerisumia na wunya fumwenti mfenchani nya mesumpa na yerisumia that's a robin kunda plastic nya mesumpa na yerisumia Satin Budapa Edanya me beba physical now. So one consider pasa and shine heaven when any pa. Cause no crown no was so a suffering to one can. Sick as some into chapel and halfway to one ba onto one bow. I won't put on the things fall apart. Echo was anointed men touch. Chapuli wo school supply. Dance to members who want to me for one copy. In your mesumpa, na yerisumia. Bisa wunya, na bisa wasu, muda nyamesum.